Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the Nook. I'm just here trying to finalize some of my pages, and I thought I might do a little mixed media on these if I can get them to do. We'll see. It's not always the easiest thing to do. I need, let's see. Here they are. I got them. Napkin, just in case. Okay, so let's see how I want to do this. I think I want to do it with these guys. So I'm just going to kind of jump in, and I thought I might try. I don't know if it's going to work or not, but I might try to incorporate some mixed media on this because I'm not happy with the fact that it looks like that. But that's because I'm weird. I just want it to blend. I just want it to blend. I'm a blender. I can't help it. I'm a blender, not a divider. I like it when things blend. I really do. I like it when things blend. So tell me, what are you guys doing today? I hope you're having a fabulous day. I have had an over-the-top not fabulous day because you know how if you sleep in, it just kind of throws off your day if you had things in your mind that you had planned. And so I slept in, and it's unheard of. I'm always up early. And so I came in here to just upload a video. I already had it made, just was going to upload it some, and it just, everything went wrong. Everything went wrong. Long story short, probably too late. On the fifth time when I had remade the video completely, it uploaded. The fifth time I had to remake the video, and it finally uploaded. Can you believe it? I was just like, really? Really? Why you gotta be that way? Why you gotta be that way? So that was not a fun day. And I talked a little bit with my friend Diane, and she was saying that her internet was messing up. And I thought, what is it with this stuff today? So then I'm making these videos, okay? And this monitor that I'm using right now just went out. Just went out right when Daniel, hey Daniel, thank you Daniel. That's Katie's better half. You know, you met Katie at the last live. And so Daniel is my go-to for technology, bless his heart. And so I messaged him. I'm like, Daniel, I lost a monitor again. And he's like, what? And I'm like, I swear I didn't push any buttons. It just went out. And so, he told me what to do, and I did it. And things did not seem to be working. And I was just so frustrated. I was so frustrated. And it's not a good place for me. It's not a good place. When I get frustrated, I get supremely impatient, which is never a good idea with technology. Let me just tell you right now, do not get frustrated if you're doing technology, because that's when it's really going to mess you up. So I just unplugged. Just unplugged, went away, worked out, came back, read what he had said while I was gone, did what he said to do, and miraculously, miraculously, it seemed to do okay. It was just like, what? Really? You're going to do okay now? It's just nutty, isn't it? The way this stuff works. So I got this one back. I'm really not sure how I got it back. I'm feeling like there may have been like a little component of magic in there. I don't know. But I'm just having to think, maybe there was just a little Harry Potter component in there somewhere, because it just magically came back and it had not been there. Had not been there. No, sir, not there. So I'm just like, oh, okay, thanks. And I am thankful. And I'm teasing. Um, I don't know. Do y'all get that frustrated? Do you get that frustrated? Does yours, my old sweet little computer that putted along for so long, it never had any of these. Never had any of these thoroughbred problems. It was just when I started using the jazzier computer and the stuff that the kids hooked up for me at Christmas time. It was just when I started using that stuff that all of a sudden, shabam, things just started happening. Monitors cutting off, internet acting like it's not there. Today even, hopefully my sound will be okay. But when I listen to things on my computer, it's only coming through on my laptop. It's not coming through on my external speakers. And that's got Daniel completely puzzled. He's had me do the unplug, replug, nothing seemed to work. So now we're just like, what is this all about? What is going on? So I don't know. If we'll figure it out or not. But I certainly know that I try really hard not to touch anything. Daniel reworked everything so that all of my cords are back behind other stuff, and I can't touch them, because it used to be, I bumped a cord and everything went black. Just everything went out. Just nothing but a black screen there. So, now my cords are back behind everything, so that luckily I can't touch them. They don't get in the way. That kind of thing. We'll see. Right? We'll see if that works or not. Ugh. Probably time to get a new lid for that. So, thankfully monitors are all back, but like I said, the sound is just awful. Sorry, guys. I can't talk and chew gum. Walk and chew gum. What is the saying? Trust me to get the saying wrong, right? I can't talk and chew gum. Well, it's walk and chew gum, I think. But I can't do it. Whatever it is, I can't do it. I'm no good at it. And I just feel like some days I feel like, what am I doing? I'm in this technology heavy business. What am I doing to myself? Because it's just not working the way that I want it to work. It's hindering me. It's not helping me. And you feel like you ought to be helped if you're going to be in this business where your output is determined completely on whether or not the technology is going to work. And that's happened before. But we're gonna, we're gonna toddle along. We're gonna see if we can figure out the sound and see how that goes. Sometimes, you know what, guys? Sometimes I do this and I hate it so much I throw it away. How about that, huh? Am I crazy? Probably. But we won't know until we get finished with what we're doing. But I think I'm going to let this dry a minute because it's the paper's coming up in a couple of places, and we don't want that. Even though eventually I'm going to sew it, I don't want it to come up. I got to say, even though this isn't finished, I'm a little bit more happy with it now than when it was just. Well, let me cover that real quick, just for the second. I'm a little more happy with it just because it seems to blend better, but there's no telling. Putting the Tim Holtz name on your books when you use his stamps, or how's it going? What are you doing? That's what I'm wondering. What you're doing and how it's working. I don't know. What do you think? That's a little better, huh? A little bit better. Blends a little better. I have a handful of pages. Let go of that. Oh my gosh. I'm talking to paper. I'm really past it if I'm talking to paper. So, okay. Still have some more decoupaging. Okay. I have one more to do here. And then we need to decide what we're going to do with the flap. And then we'll talk about these. So I'll just kind of put those up there. Okay. So, let's see, you. Where am I? What am I doing? Yeah, the wonders of editing. You bet. You bet. Now we're going to come in here and we're just going to kind of. How many of y'all have jumped into the mixed media? I'm so slow. I am so behind in jumping into the mixed media and the I've always decoupaged, but I'd stopped decoupaging some at some point, and so it's like I've just really, just lately, kind of jumped into the whole decoupage mixed media thing of it all, and I need to get more into the, or I want to. I don't need to. Gosh, I need to. No, I want to get more into collaging in general. I really do. I like collaging when I do it, but I just haven't given it enough time, and I need to. But you know what my problem and my really big downfall is? I have 4,200 things in my head when I wake up in the morning, including the need to organize. I so desperately need to organize my stuff. And because I crammed the Nook, I crammed the Nook, and I had to get stuff back in here pretty quickly after it had all moved out. And I tried really hard. I did. I did. I don't think I'm fooling myself. I tried really hard to get stuff to have a home and be organized, but I was really trying to put it in so quickly, and not a lot of time was spent thinking it through before putting it in really quickly, and that's never good. That's never good. I needed to have systems in place before I started bringing things back in here. I sure did. I needed to have systems in place before things came in here, because things just kind of got put here, put there. They had a general area, but they didn't have a home. They did not have a home. And that was our downfall, because then once they didn't have a home, then we had to really just start cramming. We did. We just crammed things in, and they need room to breathe. We need to be able to see what we've got. So, my bad. I'm going to have to get in there. I'm going to have to wade in, and you know what? I may just decide to put it on video. I may just wade in and have you guys give me advice about where should I put this? Where should I put that? You know, and just honestly, spend time working things through, and deciding. I think what I mostly need to do is I need to decide on a size, an area. Okay, my paper can take up, well, my paper has its place. It has its place. So I know I can't, really go over the size place that my paper has. I have to stay within those parameters. That's all there is to it. And I'd really like to make it less. I would really like to get my paper down so it doesn't take up all those spaces, or get it so that all the paper I have, any kind of paper, whether it's book paper or anything, that all of it would fit in those spaces. That would be fabulous. That would be really cool. And y'all, I have no idea what I'm doing here. I really don't. I'm just like bitty-batting around, and this video may never see the light of day. It just might not see the light of day, because that's the way it happens sometimes. That's the way it goes. I'm just trying to figure out how's the best way to destash and come up with a manageable amount. Sometimes it feels like I'm getting smothered by the amount of stuff I have. Is that bad? Am I crazy? I don't know. Y'all tell me, please. Please help me out here. Tell me what you think. Sometimes it just seems overwhelming and I can't decide what to use. See, over here, okay, I just decided I'm going to do blues for this journal. But then the next thing I know, I come along and I decide to put this kind of thing in there. And then I have, where is she? I'm saying a lot. Let's see. Here it is. And I actually came in and threw this into the mix. And that's not blue. But I like it. I like it. So, you know, there are just several different things in here that I'm just gonna go with what I need for this page, and that's why this is here. And oh, that's not. And try not to make myself crazy with getting too many things on the table that I may or may not use, because I get just sort of like ground to a halt when I get too much stuff sitting around. And, you know, too much is like maybe 10 different things. It's just a lot to me. And I just would rather have less. I don't know. How are y'all? How do you create? What do you do when you pull things for a journal? Do you pull everything you're going to use, or do you just pull out a couple of things? What do you do? What do you do? I just, sometimes I have a time of it, knowing what to pull out and what to leave behind. And if I have anything, I mean, I was doing those wonderful brown journals, and I found out I had so much stuff that went with them. It was crazy. And so it was just like, okay, then we're going to have to divide and conquer here, because I can't use all this. You know, it's not going to work using all of it. So I've been dilly-dallying with those too. I've been messing around with those, and I think I may make pouches for them to go in, and I'm pretty excited about that. I may sew some pouches for them. I haven't made pouches in a while, but I like the idea of making pouches for those guys. I like that idea. I don't have a lot of thought-provoking commentary. I need to think about something. I need to make myself some notes, don't I? I think that would probably be a pretty good thing if I came up with some notes and you know, something definitive to say. Just trying to get a few things that are a little darker than others. There. Even though that's behind the point, because that closes. So see, this is what I'm talking about. That closes. So I'm thinking maybe a little bit of ribbon, and then cut the rest of the flap off. I don't know. This is a darker. I need something darker, don't I? You can let go of all the rest of your brothers and sisters there. I'm trying to pull you out of there. This is more of the color, isn't it? So I'm wondering if I should cut off a lot of that flap and just end it with a darker color. Let me try to see if I can cut off this flap. And then, what do I have left? On its own, it looks a little wonky, doesn't it? But when you close it, let's see if we can get it to sit down for just a minute. That's not bad. That doesn't suck. If that's what I'm going for. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Right? You don't want somebody to go, well, it just definitely doesn't suck. You kind of want it to be a little better than that, don't you? Oh, man. Yeah. But seriously, my hat is off to everybody that does this stuff all the time. I have the hardest time with this process video where you're doing something and you're talking. I mean, I can talk about it, but how much can you talk about, okay, now I'm gluing, now I'm brush stroking. I don't really know what I'm doing because I haven't done it that much, but I'm just trying to do something that doesn't suck. Oh, man. And, of course, we've got the doodlebug putting his 2 cents in. Because the day cannot end unless he has given us his opinion, which is important. And for this one, I didn't think that I would do an elaborate paper clip. I just thought that I would do a paper clip that had a dangle and leave it at that and call it a day. And that is not straight. And that's something I don't put up with. You got to be straight. You got to be straight. Now I may come back in because this is the way I work. I may come back in with some of this sari silk because it's actually tri-colored. I don't even know if I can get it to where you can see that. But it's actually a turquoise, a dark blue, and almost a purple. It's 3 different colors. And I may come back with some of that and put it through here so that you see snatches of this turquoise and green and not the whole thing like this. It just depends. I do that. I go and I look at it and I go away and I think about it and I come back and I look at it. Do y'all do that? I don't know. Some days I think I'm just nutty. I'm the nutty crafter. Maybe I need to change my name and be the nutty crafter. I just so I'll have a pretty little paper clip, but it'll have a dangle off the side, and I don't think that I need a lot going on here because there's already so much going on there. So tentatively, whoops, look out, guys! I've got a volcano. I forgot about it. See, I'm kind of an all over the place crafter, so you can come and watch these videos and feel better about your own process. Right? You can be like, wow, I am so professional compared to her. because my sari silk just fell in the water. So that's what happens when you're in a nook. You don't have a big enough table to have your water over here, your sari silk over there. You know, everybody's just kind of huddling in the corner over there. So, so these guys tentatively look like that. There's no telling, you know, what they're going to look like by the end of the day. We'll work on that. And of course, this guy is going to have probably a nice letter in there so that there's plenty of journaling space. I like that idea. And this nice man, I think it looks a little bit more incorporated. And let's show you some of the other pages, shall we? Show you some of the stuff we did when you weren't watching us be crazy. Let me just put my gesso lid on so that hopefully it won't dry up. But you know, I have some things. I could run this down through there and it would, not there, here, and it might make it a little bit easier. You just, you know, I just have to look at stuff and have it on here for a little while and think about it and go from there. So here are a few of the other things I made for this bad boy. Okay, so here he is, and last time we showed the pull out and the pocket with the tag, and then here's the pocket. I put the pocket on, so here's the pocket in the back. I think that's going to be real cute when I get a tag in there. I think I may, well, we'll see. We'll see what I'm going to do. I'm not sure yet. So I just have another paper clip that I made. And it's hard to see, isn't it? Anyway, and then I have, I'm not sure how many of these I already showed you. I think I already showed you the pull-out page. This is the pull-out page, and it just pulls out like this. Okay, for lots of journaling, and I have this paper clip on it, so that, you know, it weighs it down so it doesn't open up. And if you want to move it around, put it someplace else, that's great. But I did not clip it to the back because of the antique lace. I didn't want to mess with that. Okay, and you've seen the wonderful Miss Coggs pictures in that. So here I have another piece that I have decoupaged. I think I may have shown you all these. No, I haven't shown you this one. Whoop. Just trying to separate because, again, there's not a lot of room on the table, and it's getting it's getting filled up. Okay, so there's that. So I'm going to move these guys back over there, and I have another paper clip. Initially, I was going to put him there, but now I think he may be a little too busy to put there. I may just put him on a brown paper page and leave it at that. But that's this bad boy. Let's put him up here. There. That's this bad boy. Kind of cute. And then here's this lovely lady. And again, I don't know why I went pink, but I did. Now this is pretty neutral. These are actually avocado dyed pieces. And then I just put this really neutral kind of light pink ribbon in with it. And I did this this is the corner tuck pull out that I like to do. And this is a mixed media I did when my monitor was not working and I was trying to calm down. So she just folds back up, and then I slide that pretty puppy back on there. And then I have, this is a fold out in coffee dyed paper, and then I have this fold out in the avocado paper, and we talked about it in the last video that I was doing about this. And so I did this paper clip. I love the chiffon, and it's all frayed. I don't know if you can even see that, but it's frayed. Yeah. And then there's this beautiful, beautiful, beautiful lace that I just cut out of a big tablecloth. I just cut it out and pieced it together, and then I have put lace on the background as well. And this is a pull out just like the coffee dyed one, only I've reinforced this one with some washi tape that you can see. But I love this washi tape. It's a black and white, but then it has what I consider avocado dyed drips on it. So it's just like perfect for this. And then on the back side, I have this delicate lace on this tuck. So you've got a tuck back here too to put all your precious things. And so I don't clip the paper clip to that. I just clip it to the paper, and it holds beautifully. And so that is, those are some of the pieces. Here's another little jewel that I made that I haven't incorporated anywhere yet. And this is a sparkly lace that is kind of the avocado color. And then this is a chiffon sari silk that's an ivory color. I just love it. And it's a little rough, but I just love it. And so then this one is a full page pocket, and I just sewed some sari silk up the side in a crazy, crazy way. And then I sewed down the paper over here, and it has a journaling card. And I have done a little decoupage on that and some gesso. And then it just fits back in here beautifully. And I made it so it would stick out some because this is more narrow than the regular pages. So I made it so this would stick out so you'd have a good grab. And then I made this little dangle, and it doesn't have to stay here. Obviously, it can be moved anywhere. But I have this little dangle, and it's double-sided. So I have this side with the diamond, and then I have this side with it. So it's the darker sari like this, and then it's the lighter sari that kind of matches this. And I like that. I like that look. So there's more pinky peachy that I've introduced into my blue journal. And I may end up using this somewhere, that paper clip. I don't know yet. I'm just kind of moving along. I know there are people that have their junk journals absolutely perfectly figured out before they ever start, but a lot of times mine just tell me what they want to be as we go along when they grow up. And we'll see. We'll see how it all works out, how it blends together when we put it together. But honestly, I wanted my cover to be what I went by. And it does have pink and blue, yellow and green, purple and red or hot pink. So it definitely has all these colors in it. And so I think that, I can easily incorporate them, and they go. So this is my take on this. And I hope you all have enjoyed spending a little time with me, the crazy crafter, the bumbling crafter. And I hope you're having a super day. I wish that for all of you. And let me know. Let me know if technology gets in your way like it does mine. Let me know what your process is. If you just go along like I do and think, oh, stamping that might be a good thing to do. uh, and, how that works for you. So take care. Thanks for coming by. Enjoyed spending the time with you. And I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.